Ben.
That work.
Yep. Strap yourself in, listen to Greg. Have a blast.
Will do.
Alrighty, one more time for the camera, your name.
David.
David, I'm Grant. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Extreme.
Thank you.
Foot on the brake, put it in drive, push down on that button. I'll let you know we're ready to stage. Just hang tight for a second.
Cool.
Can you hear me through the speaker?
I absolutely can.
Perfect. Going right behind that GT4.
All right, man. This is a hero car for me. This is
awesome. Well, David, welcome to the GT3. This thing is an incredible machine. We'll stay tight to this wall here to make sure that we can get by if we need to. So the name of the game is smooth, right? Smooth on the gas. You got people up there.
That's my wife up there. And
way better. She get this for you?
This is my 40th birthday gift.
40th birthday present,
yeah.
man. You're welcome to thank her in the camera here. Right here.
Oh,
right here.
Thank you, man.
Alrighty, so smooth on that gas pedal, rolling into that power. I'll give you a command to give full throttle, and you can use as much as you'd like all the way to those yellow cones.
Okay.
At those yellow cones, we're going to lift all the way off the gas pedal. Red cones, squeeze that brake firmly, smoothly, and in a straight line.
How different is the brake pedal feel compared to the Ferrari and the Lambo?
It'll be a little bit less stiff than the Ferrari, but I want you to make sure you'll learn as you go.
Okay. I love how put together these are. These feel so solid.
They are incredibly stable, incredibly solid. The biggest thing that's different between this and the other cars you've driven, there is almost no traction control.
Yeah.
It is very unintrusive. So smoothly tippy-toeing on that gas is very important, right?
Great.
Same thing with maintenance throttle. You got to maintain speed in some of these corners.
Okay.
I'm telling you to maintain just enough to keep our speed. We're not accelerating, not decelerating, right? If you're adding too much speed, I'll say back it down, but do not lift all the way on this car in the middle of the corner.
Okay.
It's a Porsche. There's a lot of weight back there. You lift in the middle of the corner, the car's going to want to rotate, right? So you don't want to pendulum around.
Beautiful. Okay.
So that's essentially the gist of it. But if I'm saying brake harder, just keep squeezing that brake harder, right? We've done 3 sessions now in 3 different cars, or 2 sessions in 2 different cars.
Yes.
This is the 3rd car, very different. They all have different characteristics coming into the corner, coming out of the corner, right? So use this first lap to get a chance to get a feel for it, right? Once those tires are talking, that's our limit.
Okay. Have you driven this course a lot in your life?
Thousands of laps.
Nice.
Yeah, I grew up racing cars, started racing when I was like 13, 14 years old.
Great, man. What do you race?
SRF, Spec Race Ford.
Okay.
Same car that they run out here for the race school.
Nice.
It's the newer generation of the sequential.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're a hoot. Yeah, if you dig this car the most, you would love an SRF. If you're local, I'd recommend that race school more than anything. That was what got me started.
It was cool to get the perspective in the Lambo and the Ferrari. I've never been a Ferrari guy, and Lambos from a design perspective are also just not necessarily my thing, but very entertaining cars to drive. Like the Lambo, I felt like, and maybe it was a combination of some of the driver aids and some of the traction and stability controls, but the Lambo just felt a little bit more like it was letting me drive and not telling me that it was doing anything.
Ferrari holds back so much power on the way out of those corners. Which one did you drive just before this one?
The Ferrari was before this.
Before this? Okay, so get the whole Ferrari throttle pedal out of your mind.
Okay.
Because that pedal will kill you in this car.
All right.
Right?
It did feel like it had like different stages.
There's like almost nothing that happens because if mid-corner, if you give it gas, it won't give it to you. This corner, it'll give you exactly what you tell it. Right? So coming out of that corner, if I'm telling you to just hold that speed or a little bit more, listen on T, right?
All right. Do we get to hear the full music?
So actually this, technically, all this does is at idle, changes the exhaust noise.
Okay.
It opens the valves the second you're over 2,000 RPM, so it doesn't even make a difference.
Right on.
I don't know why they bother putting those on. It really doesn't make that big of a difference at idle either.
Maybe if you're coming home late at night and you don't want your neighbors to be too
Yeah,
with
for
you.
like initial startup and stuff on like cold starts.
Right.
Alright, so rolling the gas all the way to the yellow cones, lift the yellow, brake the red, release nice and smooth, coast to the orange, turn to the green, tippy toe on that gas nice and smooth, back on that straightaway. Staying 3 feet from those cones. This car is the widest car you've driven today.
Okay.
So that sticks out even further from the mirrors. Just be aware of that.
I love seeing the hips in the mirrors though. It's such a good look.
Beautiful. And then same thing, if we need to pass anybody, I'll let you know when and where. Just wait for my pass, for my signal to pass.
Okay.
Don't pass them unless I tell you to do so. Same thing if we're going to let them by us, we'll lift off the gas, move to a safe side of the track, and point the behind the opposite side.
Okay.
Go ahead and follow that GT4 out. But just like the last couple cars, I don't know if you were in front last time, but if you're behind a car, we'll let them get away from us.
Yeah, I think it was the last car on the last round.
We'll let them get way ahead. They're going really really slow.
Yeah, it looks like they may be doing the same.
Probably. Nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of room out here.
Yeah. What a great experience this is.
It's incredible, huh?
Very neat. I actually had no idea this existed. I knew the track was here, but I didn't know this was...
Are you local to Tulsa or Oklahoma City?
I'm Fayetteville.
Fayetteville, okay. So it's kind of a drive, but... All right, let's go ahead and pick up a little bit of throttle as we come out of this corner here. We're going to stay all the way to your side just as if there were traffic.
Okay.
This next time we'll be on the outside. Bring it around, get your eyes up the hill, find your eyes on top of that hill of the orange cone, start tippy-toeing on that gas pedal, start rolling into that power, accelerate up that hill all the way over.
Gosh, I just love that sound.
What's that?
That sound is so
Incredible.
pretty.
They might not be going fast because they're just not fast.
That's not good.
And we'll get down to about 25 miles an hour here. Squeeze those brakes all the way to the orange. 3, 2, 1, release. Smooth hands, turn to your side. Tippy-toe on that gas pedal just a tiny bit. We'll pick up a little bit of gas here, start rolling into that power, and big gas to the yellow as much as you want. And brake. See if we can get it faster than this GT4. Be patient with me here. Be patient. Stick right behind him. Get it all the way tight to my green cone, all the way to my orange. Be patient. Be patient. Oh, he's not even checking his mirrors. I can see his eyes. Patient. All right, and go ahead on the outside, all the way to red. Lift and brake hard. Release, turn it in, tight to the green. Second green cone's your apex. Patience on that throttle, tippy toe just a little bit. Now a little more, and go. All the way to the yellows. Lift and brake. Release, carry that speed to the green. Back to my side, smooth hands straight for the orange. Lift and brake hard, down the hill, get the nose settled down, release, tight to my green. Tight, tight, tight. A little bit of gas, just a tiny bit, not too much. Now rolling into it, and go all the way to the yellow. 3, 2, 1, lift and brake. Lay on those brakes, a little harder brakes, release. Middle of the track, stay right in the middle of the track. Second green cone is our apex, tippy toe, nice and smooth. Rolling into that gas, and go all the way to the yellows. Beautifully done, David. That's awesome. 3, 2, 1, lift and brake. A little harder brakes, 3, 2, 1, release, let it coast, maintain that speed, eyes up the hill. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Roll into that gas and go. Lift and brake hard. Stay on those brakes, nice and smooth, stay on those brakes. 3, 2, 1, release. Tight to green, patience on the throttle, tippy toe just a little bit. Back to my side, roll into that power and go all the way to the hill. 3, 2, 1, lift. Gentle brakes, off brakes, up to the orange, stay wide to the orange. Now tippy toe on that gas a little bit to keep our speed. Tight to my green, tight, tight, tight. Lift in a straight line, back to your line. Tight to green, rolling on that power and accelerate down the hill to red.
I definitely feel it trying to turn on me.
Lift and brake hard. Release, turn in. Tippy toe on the gas, not too much, just maintain your speed, maintain. Get that car pointed straight. And accelerate out. 3, 2, 1, lift and brake. 3, 2, 1, release, let it coast into the green. Smooth hands, just tippy toe, tippy toe. Back to my side, straight for the orange. Lift and brake hard. Turn in, nice and smooth, tippy toe on the gas. Let the car track out more, let it track out. Roll into that gas and go. 3, 2, 1, lift and brake hard. Stay on those brakes, harder brakes. Release, middle of the track now, middle of the track. Keep turning all the way to your green, tippy toe just a little bit, not too much yet, not too much. Now rolling into it and go. There we go, that was beautiful.
That feels so good.
3, 2, 1, lift and brake. Stay on those brakes all the way. 3, 2, 1, release, carry that speed. Eyes up the hill, patience on the throttle just a little bit. Now roll into it, roll into it, roll into it, and go.
It's a little tricky getting used to the throttle input there.
It is. 3, 2, 1, lift and brake. Take the my side all the way. Especially after being in those other cars.
Yeah, it is very
3,
different.
2, 1, release, turn it in. Just tippy toe, just a little bit of the throttle, just a little bit, just a little bit. Now start rolling into that power, big power to the yellow. Lift and brake. Release, stay wide to the orange, carry that speed right there. Back to my side, tight to the green, just a little bit of gas, not too much, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Keep it on my side, back to your side. Keep steering, more steering. Now accelerate to the red, big throttle. Yeah, buddy. Lift and brake hard, hard brakes. Release, turn it in, tight to the second green cone. Patience, patience, get the car turned, get your eyes way down that straightaway. Patience, patience, patience. And now go.
Too bad.
seconds, let them come out. Give them a couple seconds and go. Lift, brake. Nicely done, David. That was
Man,
fun.
that feels good.
Good drive.
That is really, really fun.
Best for last, right?
Oh, it's everything I wanted it to be. Great, great. Thank you so much
Nice
for all the
driving, my
instruction.
friend. That was fun.
That was good.
Yes, if you start tipping into that throttle a little too much coming out of the corner, there's so much weight back there that it unloads those front tires, and so the car starts to understeer. So I don't know if you felt a little bit
I
that
did.
front end
There was a little
front end
bit.
was losing a little bit of grip, and I wanted to stop that before it got to the curbs.
No, that makes sense.
You know,
But-
save you
and
a couple $100.
For sure. And it, I definitely felt it starting to want to rotate.
Yep. That's actually the rear steering you were feeling.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. I forget that these have that. That's
Yep.
wonderful.
So at a low enough speed, the rear steering turns the opposite direction. At high speeds, it'll turn in the same direction. So I think it's above, anything below like 45 to 50 miles an hour, it'll turn opposite direction. Anything above that, anything above 85, it'll turn the same direction. So it effectively lengthens the wheelbase of the car.